What are you going to do when they're all gone? Watch this.
I ultimately decided to leave because I realized I needed an easier job.
No matter what I try to do, it won't go through their heads.
I called a parent today and I said, just to let you know, your child has an F in my class because they come in and they don't do anything. And then they start screaming. She hung up.
Buddy, why'd you struggle on this quiz? What was hard about it? What was difficult? And they look me dead in my eyes and they say, I'll be honest, I didn't read the passage. What do you mean you didn't read the passage?
School districts are trying to run like companies with the numbers, and it's not the science of education.
Today I walked out of my job. I did.
I have 2 hours left of my school day and I'm leaving because I'm so stressed out. And the students' behavior, their lack of trying, their apathy for school, parents that don't give a shit.
I was getting so many questions after I had just explained my directions.
Take out your yellow notebooks, turn to page 14, and the kids just stare.
They're crying because they're getting blamed for literally any and everything that children are doing.
I spend 90% of my day managing kids' emotions, helping to regulate them, managing outbursts and behaviors and tantrums.
I spend so much time managing behavior that sometimes I feel like I'm failing as an educator. I feel like I'm not doing the job that I was hired to do.
A few months ago, I did a couple videos showing how so many teachers are now quitting the profession because of the moral decline here in the United States, the issues with technology in the classroom, and other problems that they are dealing with in their administration. There are continuously more videos coming out about teachers saying, I don't want to do this anymore. Things are not the same. And they are sharing their reasons why. And I want to show what teachers are actually saying this year.
This is what we're doing to teachers. It is way worse than most people realize. And I already know what you're going to say in the comments. This teacher's this and this teacher's that. I've been a principal for 14 years. I know this teacher very well. She's a friend of mine. I've seen her teach. I've seen her work with kids. I've seen her do amazing things. I've also seen the struggle that she and every other teacher that I know is going through. We don't trust them anymore. And now I know what you're going to say. Well, we can't trust every teacher. That's true of any profession. But here's what I'm going to fight back on. The solution to having a few bad teachers can't be to not trust all the teachers. Most of the good teachers I know have either already quit or are thinking about it.
Here's another reason why teachers are quitting right now. There are no consequences for students. In the state that I teach in, we can't even legally give somebody a detention anymore. I mean, I've had students in the past that have used the N-word, have drawn swastikas and done like little Nazi salutes in class and stuff like that, and they don't do anything about that. It seems like the only thing that kids have any consequence for these days is if they do drugs at school, or they come to school under the influence of drugs or alcohol, or if they get in a fight. This is why teachers are quitting, because you can't punish them anymore, like legally. It's against the law. You can't give them detention. This is what we're dealing with.
I just resigned mid-year as a second-year teacher. The amount of harassment and bullying and the lack of administration support is disturbing. When you have a room full of students who watch your every move as a teacher and seem to have more authority than the adults because mom and dad work in the same district. This has been by far the most unprofessional work environment I've ever worked in. What I thought was supposed to be professional work environment turned into a hostile workplace where I was called abrasive for expecting the students to learn, allowing childish for not knowing an answer when approached by administration, accusing me of something that I did not do, and prideful when administration thought standing up for myself was the incorrect thing to do, when students went home telling things about me that were not true. And that's the scary part. That is the scary part. When a student says things about you that is not true and can ruin a teacher. What do you guys think?
A first grade little girl just slapped my third grade student, and when the line supervisors were disciplining her, she said, "Don't worry, my mom must come up here and take care of it." No wonder why teachers are quitting.
Hi, my name is Melissa, and this is my last day of being a teacher. I've been teaching for 17 years. I've taught 8 years in Missouri, 6 years in Arkansas, and the last 3 years here in California. And